First, let us understand how this all redevelopment started. And redevelopment, when we talk about, as far as Mumbai is concerned, you can understand the gravity of it and the volume of it. More than 50% of Mumbai is covered by slums. Nearly 50-55%. So, last 20 years, 1995 onwards, the government wants to give them a free house, but that is not coming as a free house. And there is a lot of issues. Believe me, for the last 20 years, only 10% of the houses put together. Out of 15 lakhs slums, 60 lakhs people staying there. Hardly for the last 20 years, only 1,50,000 houses put together. And further slums are going up. So that is one area which is, taking for a ride. Secondly, look at the Mada colonies. Mada colony, there are 56 Mada colonies, 3,701 buildings, or rather housing societies, especially from Bangalore to, suburb. I am talking about only suburb.
But they are not aliens.
More than 50% of the Mada societies do not have tenants. You can just go through the website of the Mada. Now, 3,701 buildings were constructed in the year 1975-76 onward, when the UNC law came. From there, around 80. If you look at these 4 or 5 years, up to 80-85, nearly 56 colonies with 3,701 buildings. Believe me, more than 50% of the Mada colonies, 3,700, they have either agreed with the builders for the redevelopment. They have got thinking of redevelopment, and that redevelopment has come to a more of a stall. That means it is not taking the way it is required. More than 50% were entered into agreement. Of that, maybe 500 to 600, the buildings are demolished. People are out of the house. But for the last 5 to 8 years, nothing is happening. So that is another issue which needs to be looked into. We will talk about the various. Now, the redevelopment happened because the concept of TDR. Before coming to the TDR, let me take back to one more section of the buildings. That is cess building. Somebody said cess building. In the entire world, can you believe, in the entire world, only Mumbai, South Mumbai is one city where government of Maharashtra is taking care of a private building. Can you believe this? In the entire world, you will not find this. The reason is very simple. The tenants who were having a house in South Mumbai, 30 rupees, 40 rupees rent, and 1940 the rent was frozen. So the landowner cannot get more than 4% increase in the rent, and that 30 rupees, 40 rupees rent is not sufficient enough to maintain the building. So we will maintain the building. Then the state government thought it fit to have a repair board under the Mada Act and collecting a small percentage of the property tax as a cess. Okay, education says all that cess. So collecting a small percentage of property tax as a cess, and Maharashtra government from the budget started, repairing the buildings of this. And what has happened? The government could not repair. Then the government thought, why not make a system? Law should be changed. What the law should be changed? Law has to be changed, saying that a chapter 8A was introduced in the Mada Act, and it was said, now the tenants will pay 100 times of the rent. 20 rupees ka rent hai, 100 times of that is, let us say 2,000. You pay 2,000 to the landowner, and you become the owner of the flat, and then you form a cooperative housing society, and then you construct your own building, repair your own building. So the government, somehow or the other, they wanted to come out of the problem. They entered into the problem. Sometimes getting into is the issue, and they entered into without thought process of. And having entered, now they wanted to come out, and they changed the law. The High Courts confirmed this. But ultimately, matter went to Supreme Court. Last 20 years, it is pending in the Supreme Court in the Constitutional Bench. And the issue raised by the landowners are very simple. We are the landowners. Who is government to decide on our right, which has been constitutionally given to us to own the property? If everybody's property, government decides in the assembly, then what is the use of the having a ownership right? Where is the question of constitution? So therefore, that is pending. Now having said that is pending, but the government is facing a problem. What is the problem? Problem is repairing the building. They cannot repair the building. Certain buildings are not repairable. So therefore, a development control rules was amended. What is development control rule? Development control rule is nothing but the rules set by the state government or the local authority to allow the construction, how the construction has to be done. What is the permissible FSI, what is the TDR which can be loaded, how much built-up area constructed, all this is given in the development control rule. So they came up with the 3371 rule in the development control rule, wherein they said, instead of 1.33 FSI in South Mumbai, we will give 2. And existing tenants will get around 180 square feet. Then the tenants were not happy with 180 square foot. Then it was increased to 225 square foot. Then every politician, once in 5 years, 300. Now they are saying 350. Now 450. So everywhere the politicians are trying to tell them that we will give you more and more house and more area. So don't go. And matter is Supreme Court pending. Matter also has gone to the Supreme Court about the giving additional FSI to this area. So coming to the point, some or the other, the only way to instigate or rather promote the redevelopment in such building was giving more and more FSI. Today, there is a issue that FSI instead of 1.33 FSI has been granted. Okay, so this way the FSI has become one area where redevelopment could be taken. Now coming to suburb, there is a collector land 2,500 to 3,000 plots which are allotted by the collector on the basis of lease in especially Champur, Santa Cruz, your Andheri, all these areas, there are collectors land. Now these collector land was given to the various government employees and others in the year 1977-80. These were also taken under the UNCs. So those societies again going for redevelopment. Private societies, nearly 30,000 cooperative societies are in Mumbai, which are prior to 1995, which are also looking for redevelopment. In short, more than 80%, or I would say 90%, or 85%, I may not be having the exact figure, but definitely more than 80% of the properties in Mumbai are going for redevelopment. So if this is going for redevelopment, can we ignore this subject? The answer is no. Therefore, I want to compliment you for taking up this very touchy subject. Correct? It's a really touchy subject. Okay. Now coming to the issues. The first issue is when we talk about private society, more private societies. Okay. Private society, in the year 1991, when the development control rules changed, development control rule means the rule made by the state government through the Maharashtra Regional Town Planning Act, and every municipal council has or the local authorities, they have got a development control rules. So through the development control rules, the development takes place. So in Mumbai, till 1991, there was nothing called TDR concept. Yeah. So there was nothing called TDR concept. Now let us understand what is FSI, what is TDR. So if you understand TDR and FSI, then we can further proceed. So the FSI means the floor space index or the built-up area which can be constructed on a piece of land as per the development control rules. So the development control rules provides that if your piece of land is, let us say, 10,000 square feet, on that you can construct one FSI, which means floor space context that can be constructed is 10,000 square feet. So index is 1. In suburb, South Mumbai, it is 1.33. That means as against 10,000 square foot of land, you can construct 13,330. In suburb, as I said, it is 1. But later on, in the year 1991, effective from 1995, the development control rules introduced a concept called TDR. What is TDR? TDR is nothing but transfer of development rights. Now what do we mean by transfer of development rights? What happens is, the government, especially local authorities, they want to acquire the land. And when they want to acquire the land, naturally, the person who is owning a land would like to have compensation. And municipal corporation does not have the money. For example, why government wants land? Maybe for expanding the road width is to be increased, or there is a maternity home to be put, or the police chowki has to be made, there is to be a garden to be made, there is a playground required. So there are a lot of public amenities which need to be provided as per the development plan. Now the question arises, what is development plan? The development plan is nothing but a plan made in a particular municipal corporation, or we call it as a local planning authority, once in 20 years, as per the rules and regulations set or made under the Maharashtra Regional Town Planning Act, 1966. Maharashtra Regional Town Planning Act, which is commonly known as MRTP. Many times we understand that it is Manipulative Trade Practice Act. It is not so. It is not Manipulative Trade Practice Act. It is Maharashtra Regional and Town Planning Act. Under the Maharashtra Regional Town Planning Act, once in 20 years, every municipal corporation or the local authorities or a planning authority has to come out in that area what is the next 20 years, the development that they are projecting, what is the road they are going to construct, what is the infrastructure they are going to create, what are the public amenities they are going to give, and what is the public that is expected to come, so that what is the additional construction of houses required. All this is prepared in the form of report and prepared in the form of plan. So the entire town planning is done minutely, plot wise, survey wise. So which plot, what happens? And as far as the internationally set standard, there has to be certain open spaces left. There cannot be density, cannot be too much. You cannot, so much tree is required, so much environment study has to be done, impact has to be studied. So based on all this, development plan study takes place nearly 5 years. Now 1991 was the first year, rather I would say that is the third time when the development plan came in, and then they said, because we want to have more and more open space, listen to carefully, the municipal corporation thought we need to have more and more open space, we need to have more and more public amenities, and we need to acquire a lot of properties. And if we have to acquire more properties, then we have to give the compensation which we don't have. So the better we say that let us give them the development right. आपको भी पता है, मुझे भी पता है, यदि एक जमीन है तो उधर 10,000 स्क्वायर फुट का बांधकाम तो होने वाला है. That's a development potential. If development potential is 10,000 square foot, I am taking 10,000 square foot of land, I will give you a certificate that okay, 10,000 square foot आप मुझे जमीन surrender करो, which will be used as a playground, and I give you 10,000 square foot TDR certificate. Now, what's the benefit of this? This becomes a floating certificate. Okay, now this entitlement, TDR, transfer of development rights certificate, now he can sell in the open market. Now, open market means, of course, any property, commodity which is in the market, there are people who are receiving. Now, there has to be provision made. I give a development transfer certificate, but then I have to also make a provision in my development control rules where this development certificate can be used. If there is no use, I give only certificate, it is of no use, or it will not have a marketability value. So therefore, development control rules say that okay, I am not going into these sections proper, which is not the technicalities need to be understood. Like income tax, we want to understand these sections. Here I am going with the more of a general things. So once you get a development certificate, there will be plots. They can load the TDR. That means they can now, they have got one FSI, which is provided in the development control rule. Now the law provides that they can demolish the, not demolish, they can use this TDR and construct additional FSI. So having said this, and they did not allow this in the South Mumbai, because South Mumbai is already congested. So from Bandra onwards, up to Dahisar, and that side up to Munu, that is eastern and western suburb, this was permitted. Now having permitted, this everything gets evolved. The redevelopment is getting evolved. That's what I am trying to say. All the issues are getting evolved. So what happened is, initially, government thought it that it is very good idea. So why not? Give this, and they give. And there are so many buildings where I think you. So they are the last people. See, sometimes what happens, government thinks it fit to give. So what builders did? See, everybody tries to take out the loophole. Now we as a chartered accountants consultant, we try to, once the budget comes, we are not interested in studying what is there and what is the purpose of introducing it. We are more interested in finding out the loophole so that I will be able to make a tax planning and see that my client is able to go through the way he is doing and save the tax maximum. Same way, when the TDR came in, so the provision was made that let us allow this TDR to be used by the existing building, either by demolishing or on the same building by putting the external pillars and construct the additional floors. So that means, especially Khar and Bandra, the people started doing this. And when it was being getting done, the builders are very, and members of course, both. What they thought, let us have pillars outside, and every flat owner who are existing get 1 bedroom extra. And that is not to be considered in the FSI. Because बिल्डर बोलते हैं कि हम पिलर दोनों बाजू में डाला है, दोनों बाजू में आपको दो पिलर जो है 10-10 फुट का आगे है, 10 फुट बाय 10 फुट आपको एक बेडरूम एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा, ये साइड में ये होगा, उस साइड में वो होगा, तो एवरीबॉडी इज गिवन 1 extra room. Whether it is illegal, the answer is no, it is not a part of FSI. BMC gives the FSI on, let us say 4th floor है, 4th floor के ऊपर 2 माला आप चढ़ाओ भाई, या 3 माला चढ़ाओ, but external pillar डाल के so that existing building does not get affected. But unfortunately, of course they are saying that you have to repair our building, you have to give us a corpus, you have to give some compensation, everything is given builder construct and they get an additional 1 room. Because they are getting 1 additional bedroom, whatever, and many times it is violated, and the BMC officer also knows it. It is not that it is an open secret, but they also allow this illegal thing to happen so that they can also make money out of it. See, ultimately, if the officers are allowing you to do all legal things, how they can make money out of it? If I am allowing somebody to do illegal, then I have got all the right to take illegal money. And it is a win-win situation. So आपका भी बस मेरा भी सब लीगल में लीगली करते रहोगे तो लीगली मुझे इलीगल पैसे किधर मिलेगा ज्यादा किधर मिलेगा. So that is how the greediness of the officers and the greediness of the members and all this led to illegal structures and then illegal banka. Now the government realized, instead of giving better structure to the building, because of these pillars and all, no OC, no water supply, and so many illegalities, in the year 1995 onwards, up to 2000, 2002, 2003, they said enough is enough. 2002, 2003, government decided, BMC decided, now it is enough is enough. Absolutely enough. Now we will not allow the TDR to be used on the top by putting the pillar, but if that has to be used, that can be used in the form of additional building or demolish the entire building, then go for the redevelopment. And that is very good, sensible. Now there are a lot of issues which have gone to the court and all, I don't want to get into it, but let us understand, this is how the redevelopment has started, and because now the incentives, look at the incentives, the rates have gone up. Now when you go for redevelopment, not only that you get a new amenities, not only that you get corpus, you must have purchased a flat, let us say for 2 lakhs, and today you are getting 10 lakhs corpus, sometimes 20 lakhs corpus. You must have invested 2 lakhs at that time, 20 lakh, 30 years back when you purchased the flat. Today you are getting corpus itself, you are getting rent. More than that, you get all the modern amenities. More than that, you get extra area. If you are having 500 square foot today, when you go for redevelopment, you get 550, 600, 700, one bedroom you get extra, 150 square foot you get extra. So with all these, benefits, why you would not look for redevelopment as a avenue? So that is how the redevelopment from the year 2000 onwards has taken a very good shape. And therefore, a lot of redevelopment is happening. Now, in all this process, what is happening is, this is a human nature. If somebody is not aware of the things, okay, and there is a person who would like to take all the undue advantage of that. And the businessmen are so shrewd that they would not like to be educated to the people, and they only say, आपको एक्स्ट्रा एरिया मिल रहा है, आपको ये मिल रहा है, आपको वो मिल रहा है, आप पीएमसी को अपॉइंट करो, आप हमारे ऊपर विश्वास रखो, हम आपको सब कुछ करके देते हैं. अब चेयरमैन सेक्रेटरीज or the don't take it otherwise. Let us understand the human nature. Human nature is that if I am getting something or I am doing something, I should be paid for it. And if I am not paid, then it is not proper. So the chairman, secretaries, judges are taken to the what you call confidence by the builder. They think that these are the people who can really work for them. And then the corrupt practices in the redevelopment has taken a big shape. And when it is taking a big shape, if there are 3 developers, the committee is very much sure that the developer A is very good, but he is not ready to part us, let us say 50 lakhs. He is ready to give only 10 lakhs. But there is builder B, who is not very good, but he is ready to give 50 lakhs. Our demand is meeting. In addition to meeting the demands of the people. But his credential is not so good. But I am not worried about his credential. I am not worried about anything. What I am worried about or what I am interested in is what I am doing. This corrupt practice has made the redevelopment as really an issue. From 2000 onwards, in the year 2009, that is 3rd January 2009, a circular was issued under section 79A of the Maharashtra Societies Act, where the government has a authority to come out with any direction for a class of societies or for the functioning of the society. So for the purpose of redevelopment of a cooperative housing society, this direction was issued. What is the procedure we followed for the redevelopment? So I have given you the background. The procedure is come because there was no transparent dealing, there was corrupt practice happening, there was no project management which normally need to be appointed, a consultant need to be appointed, an engineer need to be appointed who understands the project, a professional need to be appointed, which was not happening, and there was hand in glove with the management and the builders, and there was no informed decision taken place. So all these complications, and of course no proper general body is happening, no elections are conducted, so selected people without doing, knowing things with their vested interest, as somebody said, with the vested interest, they were appointing the builders, and this was, stalling the redevelopment. Lot of litigation. So, under this particular discussion with the government, they came out with the 3rd January 2009 circular and issued under section 79A. Now the question is, whether this circular is mandatory, whether this direction is a mandatory. My answer to this question, maybe you can throw the light, what you think, but from my angle, it is compulsory. One need to, it's a compulsory, it's a mandate. It is not one judgment, there are n number of judgment which has on a different direction, maybe on non-occupancy charges. 79A direction was issued, then not more than 10% of non-occupancy charges can be collected. An issue arises whether the government can put this type of restriction. This was held. Then law has, Act has given this power, and after having all the studies with the committees, they have come out with this direction, which is mandatory. If that was not going to be mandatory, then why that circular or that power was given to the state government? So therefore, 79A direction is compulsory. Now a situation arises, which is in the case of Harsha Cooperative Housing Society. Harsha Cooperative Housing Society, let us understand the judgment so that gives you whether it is compulsory or not. Harsha Cooperative Housing Society, there are about 10 members. One member had one particular builder in his mind. They had not adopted any procedure of whatsoever. 2009 circular was not adopted anything. But 9 people selected one developer. They entered into an MOU without following any circular. Matter went up to High Court. And the question raised by that person is, sir, 79A direction is not followed. This is not done, that is not done. And the person who came with the complaint, High Court asked one question to him, have you attended any of the general body? They said no.
Any of the?
Any of the general bodies where they have decided. Have you entered the... Look like, no. Why? Because everything is happening illegal. Why should I attend a general body where they have not adopted the procedure? Why should... So I have not attended. Now the court said, what is your problem? He said, I have got a developer who gives 2 crores more as a corpus, and they have selected a developer who is not giving 2 crores. Have you submitted this proposal to the general body? Yes, we have submitted. But they are not considering, they are with the vested interest, 9 people going with another developer. High Court said, fine, excellent. Let us do one thing. In next 8 days, the date was fixed, general body will be called by the society. And you will put the proposal there. And then, let us see what the decision general body takes. Went on there, same 9 people, selected same developer, and this 2 crore extra person was rejected. He attended the general body, the report came to the High Court. High Court in the next minute asked, what is the problem? He said, see, there are so much vested interest, they are not doing anything and they have not followed the process. That's it. You said, leave all that. Now my builder is ready to give 9 crores. 2 crores. High Court asked, I am not interested in interfering in anything, but let us understand the seriousness of your development. Let him deposit 2 crores to the court. Let us understand the seriousness. So the 2 crore was demanded. Then the advocate of that builder said, or the aggrieved person said, no, that 2 crores has to be given as a corpus at the end of the project. He said, okay, at the end of the project. But can he deposit? He said no. The court said, fine, no issue. Even if you deposit 2 crores, we are the last person to interfere in the collective wisdom of the general body. Section 72 of the Maharashtra Cooperative Society Act says, the general body is the supreme. Once you are a member of the society, you have suppressed all your individual rights to the society. And the society is governed by the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act. So section 72 talks about the decision of the general body is supreme. And the general body has taken a decision. When everybody is in consensus, and you adopt the procedure of 79A or do not adopt the 79 procedure, so if everybody agrees through the general body for a particular developer for the reasons which is known as a collective decision, why High Court should interfere or why that direction should come in the way. So therefore a rider was put in that judgment that 79A, though it is compulsory, but if there is a collective wisdom and the decision, and if there is no dispute, 79A direction, even if it is not followed, it is good. If it is a small society, fine. But if there is a dispute, that judgment says if there is a dispute, then following 79 direction is mandatory. Why it is mandatory? Because let's say 20-25 people are there, 100 people are there, 150 people are there, and you call a general body, even you don't get the required members, they don't get the informed decisions, so that cannot be called as a collective decision. So it could be a biased decision. So wherever there is a dispute, whether 79A direction is compulsory or not, if there is a collective decision and proper general body is being held and everybody gives in writing to a particular builder, okay, where 1 or 2 people may be objecting, okay, out of 10, 12, 15, 1 or 2, in that case, the question is whether without 79A direction can go for redevelopment. The answer is yes, you can go ahead. You can enter into development agreement, but those 2 people will not vacate the premises. They will blackmail. Now, can you demolish somebody's house just like that? The answer is no. Which means you have to take the IOD, intimation of disapproval is the sanctioning that you take. After taking the IOD, you have to go to the High Court. Then you have to appoint a court receiver, and after appointing a court receiver, that court receiver will take the possession of those flats and hand over to the builder for the demolition. Which means, if you don't follow the 79A direction, even one person, Harsha Cooperative Society, went up to the High Court, wasted about 2 years to decide whether there was a transparency or not. What is 79A direction all about? 79A direction is nothing but a spirit of transparency in arriving at a particular decision, electing a particular builder. So if you have not followed literally the process maintained in the 79A direction, but you have followed the spirit in which you need to take the consensus of the people in informed decision, there is a transparency maintained, then there is no issue. So the dispute is nothing but one who is against all, taking the matter to the court and allowing somebody else to decide whether that majority is right or minority is correct, and whether that entire transparency has been maintained or not. So the next question is, when the registrar, government of department registrar, I am telling you so when the registrar came to know about Harsha Cooperative Society, and when the court decided that this circular, even if it is not followed in all respect, correct, but a transparency is maintained, then one can go for redevelopment. That means, in the 79A direction, which has been issued by the registrars with their vested interest, so that becomes a part of IOD condition. IOD is nothing but intimation of disapproval, which means nothing but your plan is passed subject to following condition. So one IOD condition came into picture, that one certificate from the registrar is required, that the society has followed the directions given under section 79A. तो अभी आप बताओ, आपने 79A डायरेक्शन फॉलो नहीं किया, हमको फॉलो भी करना नहीं है, हाई कोर्ट ने बोला कि जरूरी नहीं, मियां बीवी राजी, क्या करेगा काजी, ट्रांसपेरेंसी है, 10 का 10 लोग एग्री है, 16 का 16 एग्री है, 12 का 12 एग्री है, एक आदमी डिस्प्यूट में, उसको भी 10 लाख का अलग कॉम्पनसेशन दिया, चलो वो भी एग्री हो गया. तो why registrar should come into picture? But when realize that these societies and the builders are smart enough and they are not listening to us, so the UD, they got one certificate, or rather one GR issued, that 79A direction, whether it is followed or not, a certificate should be submitted to the planning, building proposal department, then only proposal will be proceeded and commencement certificate will be given. So अभी बोलो कोर्ट ने बोला नहीं चाहिए, अभी आईओडी कंडीशन के लिए अभी हर बार कोर्ट में थोड़ी जाएंगे. Now that has not stopped. You know, I know. As the new government came in, see, everybody, there is an activism happening. So when the new government came in, and this was brought to the knowledge of UD, especially UD is with the CM, and in the September 2015, recently, a GR has been issued by the UD department saying that this condition of IOD is not required. So the UD has withdrawn. It's a one-line circular saying that 79A direction, which was required to be taken certificate, now no more required. So, this is there in my WhatsApp and the email, I will forward it. Now coming to the issue. Now can you imagine a cooperative department leaving this right just like that? They cannot. So now what they have done, because these people drafted the model bylaws of 2014. In this model bylaws, now they have made a clause that redevelopment is happening, they have to follow these directions, and the registrar's permission is registrar presence and permission is compulsory. Model bylaw is books. Now if you want to amend the bylaws, you go to the registrar. Will the registrar accept it? No. वो बोलेंगे कि यार this This model bylaw is approved by the commissioner. Commissioner, how can a commissioner who has approved the model bylaw, I can change? I will not change. Fine. Second thing, even if you are not happy, you go to the appeal, you go to the commissioner level, he will also not allow. Commissioner says it is done by the committee, it is not done by me. So ultimately I will have to go to the High Court. Whether people, in order to get that clause deleted, go to the High Court. Okay? So that is one. Second, very important, why this 79A direction again becomes compulsory in spite of all these issues is, क्या हुआ, अभी 97 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट होने के बाद society has become independent body and there cannot be appointment of administrator. अभी कोई भी वायलेशन करता है, registrar would have threatened us and threatened you that we will appoint an administrator. Now, as per the 97 constitutional amendment, if it is a private society where there is no state aid, the administrator cannot be appointed. But at the same time, they also provided that if the committee does not follow the compliances of the law or the rules or the directions of the law, then that committee can be dismissed, and not only dismissed, they can be disqualified for next 5 years. This is a punishment. And third, till the election is held, the registrar can appoint an interim committee of 3 people of the society only. So outsider will not come, but 3 people of the society will be appointed as a caretaker committee, and then the entire committee who has not followed the direction or the guidelines will be disqualified and new election will be held. Now, suppose you are intelligent and I am intelligent, I have guided you that 79A direction is not required because High Court also has said अभी तो UD में भी आ गया. तो अभी क्या होता है कि अभी हमने बोला कि हाई कोर्ट ने बोल दिया नहीं चाहिए, हमने बोला UD ने भी बोला कि नहीं चाहिए, हमारे लोग बोलते नहीं चाहिए, रजिस्टर को क्यों ये सब झंझट में बुलाना, मगर 79A डायरेक्शन उसने बायलॉज में डाल दिया. लेट अस एज्यूम फॉर अ मिनट हम बायलॉ अमेंड ही नहीं करेंगे, हम इंटेलिजेंट मतलब ऐसा वी फाइंड आउट द लूपहोल, तो हम अमेंड नहीं करेंगे, अमेंडमेंट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी, सो आई विल नॉट अमेंड दैट, आई विल गो विद द ओल्ड बायलॉज. ठीक है, तो बायलॉज में भी नहीं है. नाउ बट द एक्ट सेज if any committee violates any of the directions given by the cooperative department and this is a violation of the cooperative department, वो आएगा इंस्पेक्शन करेगा, 79A डायरेक्शन फॉलो नहीं किया तो अक्का कमिटी को बर्खास्त करेगा. तो can I take that risk? The answer is no. Therefore, देखिए CM has issued as far as UD is concerned. Let us understand, everybody has a portfolio. अभी CM ने इशू किया, क्या डायरेक्शन इशू किया? 79A direction is not required as far as UD is concerned.
UD is concerned.
But can he interfere in the cooperative department? Answer is no. If at all it is to be interfered in the cooperative department, then that means Cooperative Act has to be amended. IOD does not require, but the cooperative law management practically, let us understand the practicality. मेरा ये बताना है कि 79A direction, whether you like it or don't like, it is to be followed. I think that takes care.